if only. I mean, I suppose to some degree, people to some degree do that, but I think all of us, we don't know what we don't know. I did some work around social media and things in schools. There's a very pernicious phrase, digital natives, which apart from sort of putting me in the role of some kind of weird outcast from the distant past, also has the very unhelpful suggestion that anyone born after a certain date kind of magically, genetically acquires total fluency in information systems. Now, when I did some work around social media in schools, and indeed when organisations like Facebook do this, what you find is that people do some stuff very adeptly, but they don't have a clue about other things. People might not know about tagging, about public and private messages. People might not know about facial recognition. People might not know about the fact that their feeds are filtered by algorithm. People might not know that they can turn on and off their advertising preferences. People might not know the way they show up in searches, and so on and so on and so on. So I think the idea that anyone who's interested in something will naturally do all the stuff is unfortunately not true. And while we should not assume or presume that people don't do a lot of this naturally, I believe it's really useful to try and lay out a lot of different things that could be useful to a lot of different people, because there'll be something that everybody doesn't know. And helping people to become more aware of their unknown unknowns, in the phrase of the mighty Rumsfeld, is a very powerful thing to do. And it does come back to the collective, that in a way, in this very complicated networked world, there's less and less we can do individually, but there's more and more we can do together. The best phrase in the world not the best, the most powerful phrase in the world is, I don't know, but I'm only a click away from someone who does. Now, unfortunately, that can apply to homemade bombs as well as to researching the history of the Enlightenment. But you need to ask, and you need the tools then to do this process of questioning, verifying, collating and comparing. So I think, interestingly, one of the most useful pedagogic things we can do is take stuff that people naturally do in one arena, like working out what is actually going on behind messages in social media, and then saying, well, you can apply those skills to another area. You can also apply those skills to researching an academic topic, or the skills you use in tracking down the best price for branded online merchandise can also be research skills you use in a library. But I think actually you can't ever take for granted that anyone is just automatically doing it all right. Everyone has still got something they can learn from somebody else.